Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest Monster Truck Diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at the first set of double packs for Spin Master Monster Jam in 2024, and this is Series 27. There are 3 brand new trucks in this assortment, plus a few returning trucks that we've seen in the past, but are still awesome to see come back and get a reissue. And let's jump right into today's assortment breakdown, starting with the first pack, which is El Toro Loco Orange versus the Retro Rebels Monster Mutt on the Mercury body style. It also has retro tires, so really cool seeing this return for the second time now, this time in the doubles packs. The first new truck of the assortment is the Bakugan Dragonoid pickup truck versus the standard Bakugan Dragonoid. Very interesting. I'm not sure quite what they're going for with these new style packs, but maybe we'll be seeing alternate identities to our 3D trucks on pickup trucks now. I don't know the full story behind why they did this, but it's pretty cool. Bakugan versus Bakugan pack here for Series 27. We also have the first new truck of the year for Independence as far as doubles packs go, which is the Orange Bad Company for Monster Jam World Finals 21. The community has been requesting this heavily, and we have finally received it in diecast form alongside the Earthshaker. And finally, we have one of the most monumental packs, because this is one I have direct feedback on, which is the Gravedigger 2010 Encore truck versus the standard Gravedigger. We'll end the review with this because I have a lot to say about this particular truck, so we'll save that for the end of the review. But today we're going to start with the first pack that we talked about, which is the El Toro Loco and Monster Mutt Retro Rebels pack. Let's unbox it and check them out. Okay, so here they are, El Toro Loco and Monster Mutt Mercury Mutt style casting. Here's El Toro Loco, standard El Toro Loco, as we have seen before many times, orange El Toro Loco with the same graphics as always. So here's a quick look at that with a black roll cage, gray chassis, yellow rims, and black tires. So there is orange El Toro Loco. And Monster Mutt has returned with the Mercury Mutt style casting. This time the graphics are extremely clear, as we have been seeing them do with doubles packs recently. The graphics, for some reason, on most doubles packs have been absolutely incredibly clear, and this is no exception to that. It has a black roll cage, gray chassis, retro red rims, and retro tires, as well as the classic body like we've been talking about. So you can see the graphics clarity on this is just insane. It has a 2010 championship on the tag for the collar, and then the Monster Mutt graphics along the front and sides. So there is Monster Mutt Retro Rebel, again returning for the second time ever in the doubles packs alongside El Toro Loco Orange. So there's our first pack. Next up is the Bakugan versus Bakugan pack with that brand new pickup truck style casting. Let's check them out. Okay, so Bakugan Dragonoid versus Bakugan Dragonoid. We'll start with the standard Bakugan Dragonoid since we have seen it many times before. It is our classic orange and red scheme with the brand new bright neon green roll cage that the Gravediggers are finally receiving, that we saw back with the Encore Legend style body. So I'm glad they finally phased this into the series. From now moving forward, Gravediggers will have the accurate color as well as any other neon green roll cage like this. A black chassis, red rims, and black tires. And nothing else has changed about the body for Bakugan Dragonoid, just the same 3D body that we're used to. So there is that one. And then we have the pickup truck version of Bakugan Dragonoid, which shares very similar graphics to the NASCAR edition of Bakugan Dragonoid, but still very cool to see them do something like this. I'm not sure, again, if this is going to be something they do with every truck, like Gravedigger has a pickup truck or whatnot, but nonetheless, it is still really cool to see it. It has Dragonoid, the character, on the side with the Dragonoid logo, Monster Jam logo, yellow taillights, a honeycomb style background with the Dragonoid logo again, and this side, same graphics, just reversed. We have the hood here with the Dragonoid character again, the modern 3D style Bakugan logo on the roof, and then the front grille is wrapped in orange with yellow headlights and a black grille. It has a gold roll cage, red chassis, red rims, and black tires. So there it is, the new pickup truck style of Bakugan Dragonoid and the classic Bakugan Dragonoid in this new set for Series 27. And moving right along to one of the 2 major packs in this assortment, which includes the World Finals 21 Bad Company and Earthshaker. All right, so here they are. Bad Company has been one of the most highly requested trucks since its debut at the World Finals with this new scheme. And Earthshaker is the classic Earthshaker that we've been seeing since Series 30 of 2023 singles with the new bed insert and the halo. Nothing changed about Earthshaker besides that. It has a silver roll cage, yellow chassis, yellow rims, and black tires. So there's the quick review of Earthshaker, but the main focus, of course, is this Bad Company, which looks absolutely perfect. As you can see, it has the white Bad Company logo with the background and the flames, the Monster Jam logo, BC for Bad Company in the windows, the front flames here on the fender, and that fluorescent orange paint color. In real life, it is actually almost exactly how the real life truck looked. It is not perfect because it's hard to get fluorescent paints, especially in diecast scale, but this is very, very close to how the real life truck looked. And in person, the camera's not translating it well. It looks much brighter than the camera's picking up. As you can see, the white Bad Company logo again on the roof, the ace and the eyeball on the hood there. We have the Bad Company logo on the tailgate, which unfortunately they don't have the Scott Hartsock tribute tailgate on there, but they do have the Bad Company logo there with the taillights. Same stuff on this side. And we have the headlights there and a silver grille with a silver roll cage, black chassis, black rims, and black tires. So there is the World Finals 21 Bad Company finally making a debut in diecast form this year in 2024 for Spin Master Monster Jam doubles packs. And now we're on to the last pack of this assortment, and the one that I'm going to talk a lot about because it is a historical truck that I have pushed them to make. It is Gravedigger versus Gravedigger. It is not the Legend. This is actually a misprint on the box here. It is just Gravedigger #1 Encore truck. So let's unbox them, talk about them, and check them out. Okay, so number one, I want to get through the Gravedigger review here. So let's talk about the regular Gravedigger. It is our standard scheme. Nothing is different about it besides the roll cage has finally the bright green color like the real life truck has. And finally in diecast form, they're using the bright green one from the past with the Encore Gravedigger the Legend truck. We have a purple chassis and purple rims with black tires. So there is your standard Gravedigger versus the most important truck of this assortment, I will say, which is the Gravedigger #1 2010 Encore truck. This was driven by Adam Anderson in the 2010 Encore with Ryan Anderson and Dennis Anderson. This was supposed to be part of the Fountain Jump, which took place with the primer and the classic Gravedigger, but unfortunately Adam crashed the truck early and could not be part of that festive moment. But this truck is slightly inaccurate, and I'll talk about why that is. However, the fact that we got one and the fact that Jordan used the feedback that I gave to him in 2022 is just awesome. And it shows that they're still listening to feedback and directly using things that I suggest to add to the diecast line. And this is a first for this truck itself. The reason I say that is because it has been done before. However, it has never had the accurate quote on the roof here, which is, "We ain't bad, but the bad don't mess with us." So let's talk a little bit about this Gravedigger truck itself. It is from the 2010 Encore, like I said, driven by Adam Anderson. It had the green chassis and gray rims. This is accurate to how the truck looked. Very, very well done with that. It is based off of the classic grain truck, which is the Gravedigger #1 blue and silver scheme. So this is essentially the same thing, just on the Gravedigger body. So they actually didn't have the Legend casting yet, and they used the Gravedigger body as a placeholder before the Legend was actually made into the panel van, which is the modern day, or I should say retired now, but modern day Legend style casting. So a compromise between this and this, but before they had this casting for real life, they used the classic Gravedigger body for not only the Encore truck with the Gravedigger logo, but also Gravedigger the Legend was also on this casting for a short period of time before this style truck came out to the real life circuit. So with that said, what is inaccurate about this truck? And I take full responsibility for it being inaccurate. I misinformed Jordan on what the decals should be for this truck. The main note I made was actually this roof decal, which is the most accurate part about the truck, actually. This was my fault. So there's a few things I want to mention for a future correction of this specific truck again, because it's the most difficult of them all to figure out. It has all of the details that were not used on the future Legend edition. So I know it's gonna get very, very nitty gritty here, but let's talk about the differences between this truck, the Legend, and the panel van. So #1, they got the accurate logo. So the Gravedigger logo is fully accurate. It should not say the Legend. So this is fully accurate and perfect. The fact that it says "We ain't bad, but the bad don't mess with us" is even better because this has never been used on a diecast until now. We also have the accurate green roll cage and accurate gray rims. That is a start to how accurate this truck should be. They also have the silver headlight rings and white headlights, which is accurate to the real life Encore truck as well. And then we have the body being the Gravedigger casting, also an accurate part. Now let's talk about the inaccuracies. Number one is the color. The color on the Gravedigger Legend and Gravedigger panel vans have been perfect. So this dark blue color, this should be used on this truck. This is actually a baby blue paint color. They could have saved a lot of time by just printing on the blue like they have been doing with the Legend and others. So that's number one, I would say, is to add the color to be dark blue. Number two, it should say Currituck Grain Company on the side instead of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. So this should translate onto here. And it also should say Chesapeake, Virginia under Gravedigger. That's actually why the Legend has the font that it is. Chesapeake, Virginia used to be on the panel van, and then they translated it over as the Legend with the same font, as you can see in the future when they brought back the Legend. So this was part of the Gravedigger #1 scheme, Chesapeake, Virginia, which means it should be on this truck. I'm gonna pull in a Hot Wheels truck here, and this is actually for the purposes of making this truck as accurate as it can be, because they actually got a few details correct about it. So here it is. This is exactly how the Encore truck looked with a few details missing, which we'll talk about. The Gravedigger logo, again, like Spin Masters, is there, and that's accurate. It has Chesapeake, Virginia in blue, which was part of the Encore truck itself. So you can see Chesapeake, Virginia right under that in blue. Currituck Grain Company was a tiny decal, but nonetheless, it was there instead of the Kill Devil Hills. So as you can see here, Kill Devil Hills should be replaced by Currituck Grain Company directly under the logos. So that would go about right there. Then they have the air vents on the side of the hood here. It's three semi-rectangular shapes here in black with a line through them. That's part of the real life scheme, and that should be on theirs right here. And then the hood here has a stripe down the hood. It starts about a quarter of the way down and moves to the tip here in a very thin silver line. That's accurate to the real life truck as well. The Encore truck specifically, it did not have a triangular tip. However, it had this stripe down the hood, and Spin Master did not add any stripe at all. Again, because I didn't have the notes for them that I do now. That should be there. The exact same shape in the exact same position down off the windshield about a quarter of the way and all the way to the end of the hood. So that is missing from Spin Masters. Like I said, Spin Master got it right by doing the green roll cage, because Hot Wheels did not do the green roll cage on their version, as well as the gray rims. The blue rims are just a colorful addition by Hot Wheels, but they do not exist on the real life Encore truck. And then the roof here with "We ain't bad, but the bad don't mess with us." That's a key feature that we've never seen, of course, because Hot Wheels didn't produce it on theirs, on the roof. Hot Wheels also has the good color here, the dark blue color, and actually accurate headlights as well. The last note I have for the Spin Master team is the way Hot Wheels did their headlights. So you can see the silver is on the bottom of the headlights here underneath the hood, but on top of the hood, for the fenders, it's actually all blue. So it's half silver on the front, but then on the top here is fully blue on the sides and the top of the fender. So basically, this entire thing should be blue besides the headlight socket area right here. That should be silver. So it's very intricate. This truck, specifically of all of them, of all the Gravediggers, I think this might be the most detail-oriented and most difficult to actually produce and execute correctly. So I give Spin Master major credit for actually going after it, Jordan specifically for using my notes and producing this the way he did. I just didn't have the accurate notes, and that's my bad for why this truck didn't come out fully accurate in the first place. However, if he's watching, this is the way to make it fully accurate. I've included this in my presentation to them for 2024 and beyond. So hopefully in the future we'll see a corrected version, but for now it's a historic piece that we are seeing with the quote on the roof and everything. So I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and hopefully in the future we'll see a correction, but it's not the most pressing issue for Gravedigger specifically in the coming year. So there it is, the Gravedigger #1 2010 Encore truck, a somewhat edition of it, kind of a hybrid between the future Legend and the Encore truck on the Gravedigger body. So very cool nonetheless, very well done. And the fact that they got the quote, again, I'm gonna say that's the best part about this, is that they actually listened about the quote. So with that said, there's the comparisons between all of the different variations of the Legend versus the Encore truck versus Hot Wheels edition, which they actually got a lot of details correct, and it can be used as future notes for Spin Master. But with that said, that will wrap up this review of the 2024 first series of Doubles Packs by Spin Master Monster Jam. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I can't wait to read what your comments say about this stuff. This really is one of the coolest things I've seen them do in recent years, and I'm very happy that we'll potentially see a lot more of these historical schemes released by Spin Master in the future. Until then, I will see you guys next time. This is Ryan or Monster Jam OCD, signing out.